station stood above the harbor, white walls warm from summer sun. I carried one small travel case and scripts for 7 nights to come. The manager showed me the studio, a microphone, a clock, a chair. He said at midnight, read the letters. Someone may be listening out there. The red light waited quietly. The sea moved far below. The girl on the midnight frequency, speaking where the dark waves roll, sending songs across the water to every wakeful soul. The girl on the midnight frequency, one voice beneath the moon. I thought I came to close a station, not to find someone so soon. I placed a record on the turntable, counted backward 3 to 1. The needle found an old love song. My final week had begun. Beyond the studio window, harbor lamps were small and bright. I wondered who was near a radio, listening alone that night. I read the first unsigned letter. The clock moved past 12:05. The girl on the midnight frequency, speaking where the dark waves roll, sending songs across the water to every wakeful soul. The girl on the midnight frequency, one voice beneath the moon. I thought I came to close a station, not to find someone so soon. A voice can travel farther than the person who lets it go. It can cross a sleeping harbor, find a room it does not know. I said goodnight to strangers, then let the last chord play. Somewhere near the lighthouse, someone did not turn away. The girl on the midnight frequency. Now the silence felt less wide. Every word crossed through the darkness toward an unseen side. The girl on the midnight frequency, 7 broadcasts left to give. I came to speak into an ending, but heard the station start to live. One red light, one midnight tune, one hidden listener beneath the moon. I turned the microphone off, but kept my headphones on.
The lighthouse radio had faded in and out for half a year. I turned the dial past weather reports, then your voice appeared. You read a letter from a sailor who had missed his harbor town. I stopped repairing the receiver and slowly set my tools down. Your voice moved through the static like a light across the sea.
Static from the lighthouse,
Silver noise around your name. Every word arrived in pieces, still I heard it just the same.
static from the lighthouse,
One weak signal, one clear sound. You were speaking to the harbor, I believed you spoke to me. The tower lamp turned through the window, moths moved near the glass. You played a record from the 50s, I let the whole song pass. I could have called the station, but no sentence felt quite right. So I wrote beneath the lamplight after your first good night. I signed no honest name, only the place outside my door.
static from the lighthouse,
Silver noise around your name. Every word arrived in pieces, still I heard it just the same.
static from the lighthouse,
One weak signal, one clear sound. You were speaking to the harbor, I believed you spoke to me. Some men are brave with wires, with weathered gears and steel, but one warm voice through headphones can make silence harder to conceal. I folded up the letter, watched the beacon cross the foam, then wrote 2 words beneath it: Blue Harbor listening alone.
static from the lighthouse,
Now the darkness held a line from your microphone to my small room, from your midnight into mine.
static from the lighthouse,
The signal trembled, but stayed true. I repaired 100 radios, then one of them brought me you.
turning light and turning dial,
Your voice remained another while. I placed the letter by the door for the morning boat.
A letter came with no return address, folded neatly, written blue.
It spoke about the lighthouse window
And the way the midnight grew.
At the bottom only 2 words:
No true name for me to know.
harbor beneath the message
where a signature should go.
I heard you open up the paper.
Every breath became too loud.
The words I wrote beside the beacon
now belong to everyone.
You paused before the final sentence.
I thought this signal might be gone.
Then you said to Blue Harbor,
I hope you're still listening on.
I read the words of someone hidden.
I heard my silence become sound. A letter signed Blue Harbor, crossing water, crossing night. You gave my lonely words a heartbeat. You held them to the light.
A letter signed Blue Harbor,
one voice and one unknown hand. You did not know who wrote it, but somehow seemed to understand.
you wrote that endings leave an echo.
You said the station felt like home.
I asked if you would write tomorrow.
I answered before the song was done.
My pencil waited by the lamp.
A letter signed Blue Harbor, crossing water, crossing night. You gave my lonely words a heartbeat. You gave my lonely words a heartbeat. You held them to the light. A letter signed Blue Harbor, one voice and one unknown hand. You did not know who wrote it, but somehow seemed to understand.
Who are you beyond the paper?
Someone closer than you know.
Why do your words feel so familiar?
Because I hear you every night.
Between the ink and radio waves, a hidden road began.
One of us was asking questions. One was learning how to answer.
Now the whole room felt less cold
You placed it by the turntable
as the final record rolled.
A letter signed Blue Harbor.
No face, no address, no clue.
Still the letter crossed the harbor, and every line returned to you. One unseen heart was drawing near.
The station clock moved past 1,
but I read the letter twice. The console made a sudden humming half an hour before the show. You arrived with sleeves rolled neatly, carrying wires and a radio. You said the salt had reached the switches. I moved my scripts away, then poured 2 cups cups of station coffee while you worked beneath the frame. You knew the lighthouse signal. I knew your voice from nowhere. Coffee beside the turntable, steam above the spinning black. You asked why I chose midnight. I asked when the signal would come back. Coffee beside the turntable, nothing sweet and nothing new. Yet every quiet pause between us made me wanna speak to you. You found the loose connection, tapped the meter, checked the line. I saw blue ink upon your fingers, but dismissed it at the time. You looked toward the letter resting by the studio glass, then asked what kind of person would write without a name. I said, someone afraid of leaving. You said, or someone scared to stay. Coffee beside the turntable, steam above the spinning black. You asked why I chose midnight. I asked when the signal would come back. Coffee beside the turntable, nothing sweet and nothing new. Yet every quiet pause between us made me wanna speak to you. The clock moved close to airtime. You stood to leave the room. I almost asked you to remain and listen to the opening tune. Instead I said, the coffee's terrible. You smiled beside the door, then answered, I may need another. If the console fails once more. Coffee beside the turntable. Now the red light started bright. You watched me through the studio window as I welcomed in the night. Coffee beside the turntable, one cup cooling by your hand. I read a letter from Blue Harbor. You seem to understand. Turning record, cooling cup, something quiet opening up. When the broadcast ended, your coffee was still warm.
You sat beneath the studio clock, headphones covering your hair. I stood behind the control room glass, pretending to repair. You spoke about a distant harbor. Read another letter slow. each word before you said it. Still I could not let you know. The glass reflected both our faces, though you only saw your own. Your voice through studio glass, near enough to hear you breathe. I could write 100 letters, still not say what I believed. Your voice through studio glass, warm against the control room blue. I sent my heart across the harbor, then stood one room away from you. You lifted up the coffee cup I had forgotten by the chair. You smiled toward the window, as if you knew that I was there. The record turned between us, the needle held the line. I watched your hand beside the letter, recognizing every sign. One wall made of glass felt wider than the sea. Your voice through studio glass, near enough to hear you breathe. I could write 100 letters, still not say what I believed. Your voice through studio glass, warm against the control room blue. I sent my heart across the harbor, then stood one room away from you. A microphone can make a whisper travel farther than a shout, but when you turned and looked toward me, no honest sound came out. I placed one hand upon the console, you placed one hand on the glass. For 1 second all the hidden words were closer than the past. On mine, you said stay for the final record. I nodded from the other side. Your voice through studio glass, no letter could replace. I knew the night was coming when I would have to show my face. One clear window, one hidden truth, one silent room between me and you. The red light faded, but your hand remained.
The final sponsor message ended. The station clock read 1:15. You stayed beside the turntable while I cleared the scripts away.
I found a record with no jacket, only scratches on the side.
You said that song is worth remembering, then placed the needle down.
The trumpet entered softly, the singer counted time. You leaned against the console, then offered me your hand. I said I knew no proper dancing. You said neither does the room. So we moved between the cables beneath the fading studio moon.
No listeners and no red light,
No letter left to hide.
behind.
One record after closing, turning slowly through the night. You stepped once toward the window, I followed in the light. One record after closing, one dance without a name. We had met through words and wires,
But this feeling was not the same. You missed a step beside the console. You laughed and brought me back. Your hand was warm against my finger. The record crossed another crack. The song grew soft and distant.
we did not move apart. One record after closing, turning slowly through the night. You stepped once toward the window, I followed in the light. One record after closing, one dance without a name. We had met through words and wires, but this feeling was not the same.
I wondered if Blue Harbor danced.
I wondered if you knew.
I asked what kind of man he was.
I said perhaps a fool.
The record kept our secret as the needle reached the end. For one song we were not strangers, not an announcer and a friend.
One record after closing, now the harbor lights were low. You rested near my shoulder, I wish the song would slow. One record after closing,
One final turn beneath the moon.
when the needle left the music, neither one released the other.
One old song,
One borrowed floor,
one reason to remain a little more. The record stopped, but we still heard the tune. Fog covered every harbor land. The ferry did not run. Channel 9 was full of weather. No clear signal from anyone. The morning boat brought newspapers, but no blue lettered page. I placed the empty mail tray beside studio gauge. I thought I missed the letter, then you did not arrive. Follow the channel 9, nothing crossing through the gray. No lighthouse in the distance, no familiar words today. Follow the channel 9, I watched the doorway more. I thought I waited for Blue Harbor, but I waited there for you. The manager said the coastal road was hidden by the mist. He said the tower technician would come when it was safe. I read another listener's letter, played another record through, yet every pause between the songs felt like a place for you. The fog concealed the harbor, it clarified my heart. Follow the channel 9, nothing crossing through the gray. No lighthouse in the distance, no familiar words today. Follow the channel 9, I watched the doorway more. I thought I waited for Blue Harbor, but I waited there for you. Perhaps the letter made me curious, perhaps your silence made me stay. Perhaps I loved a hidden writer because he sounded like the man who repaired my broken console, drank the coffee, missed a step. I had divided you in two, but my heart had not. Follow the channel 9, then your shadow crossed the glass. You entered carrying wet cables and apologized for being late. Fog over channel 9, the whole gray harbor disappeared. I did not ask about the letter, I was only glad you were there. Hidden lighthouse, open door, I knew what I was waiting for. You placed one folded paper inside the logbook drawer.
I placed the final letter in the transmitter logbook drawer. I planned to tell you after midnight, then heard you cross the floor. You opened up the record book to check the evening line. Your eyes moved from the blue ink to the handwriting beside mine. The room became too quiet. You understood before I spoke. The handwriting in the logbook, every curve already known. The letters from the lighthouse, the words you read alone. The handwriting in the logbook, no longer hidden from your view. You looked from page to page, then slowly looked at me. I said I never meant to fool you. You asked why I use no name. I said the microphone made courage feel much farther than the page. You held the final envelope, still sealed beneath your hand. I tried to say the words without it, but the warning bell began. Wind struck the eastern window, the weather gauge turned red. The handwriting in the logbook, every curve already known. The letters from the lighthouse, the words you read alone. The handwriting in the logbook, no longer hidden from your view. You looked from page to page, then slowly looked at me. I had imagined your surprise, your anger or your smile. I had rehearsed a dozen sentences for every midnight mile. But lightning crossed the tower, the transmitter lost its tone. Before I could explain my heart, the station stood alone. The handwriting in the logbook, now the paper shook with rain. You closed the drawer and said, we keep the final broadcast on. The handwriting in the logbook, the truth would have to wait. You carried scripts toward the studio. I ran to hold the signal. Open letter, rising storm, truth discovered before the dawn. The warning bell kept ringing as you held my final page.
clock stopped at 11:09. Rain moved hard across the windows. No carrier filled the line.
I held the scripts beneath the lamp.
Waiting for your sign.
Then one small meter started moving.
Your voice came through. We're live.
The tower room was shaking. Salt water crossed the floor. I switched the backup generator and locked the western door.
You counted softly through the headphones. I answered from the wire.
Between the wind and broken signal,
We kept the station alive. I trusted what I could not see.
I followed every word you gave.
Storm on the broadcast tower. Rain against the midnight sea. You held the microphone in darkness. I held the frequency. Storm on the broadcast tower. 1 week signal fighting through. The whole wide harbor lost our station, but I never lost you. The red light flickered once, the voltage climbed again. I played the record with my hands shaking.
I sent the music through the rain.
Your breath stayed in my headphones. Your voice became my guide. Storm on the broadcast tower. Rain against the midnight sea. You held the microphone in darkness. I held the frequency. Storm on the broadcast tower. 1 week signal fighting through. The whole wide harbor lost our station, but I never lost you. You hid your name behind the letter.
You found the truth inside the book.
We had no time for anger.
Only one last chance to speak.
So let the weather shake the windows. Let the tower bend and cry. We would send one honest broadcast before the signal said goodbye. Storm on the broadcast tower. Now the meter held a line.
You opened up the final letter.
I heard you say it was mine.
Storm on the broadcast tower.
The harbor waited in the blue.
You said stay near the microphone.
I said I'm coming through. Hold the signal, hold the light. Keep our voices through the night. The backup generator turned, and the red light stayed. The final letter shook between my fingers and the light. You wrote some voices make a harbor feel like home at night. You wrote that when the station closed, the silence would remain. You wrote you wished you'd found the courage to speak without a name. I looked through the studio window. Your chair was empty there. Say it before the signal fades. Do not leave it on the page. Do not hide behind the lighthouse or another borrowed name. Say it before the signal fades. The whole harbor may not hear. I only need the truth from you, spoken while you're near. I told the waiting listeners that Blue Harbor had been found, not by maps or harbor records, but by handwriting and sound. I said, the man who wrote these letters is closer than he knows. Then placed the final page beside me and left the microphone open. The storm moved past the window. The silence filled the line. Say it before the signal fades. Do not leave it on the page. Do not hide behind the lighthouse or another borrowed name. Say it before the signal fades. The whole harbor may not hear. I only need the truth from you, spoken while you're near. Perhaps you feared I would be angry. Perhaps I should have been. But every line I loved on paper was already in the man who stayed beside the broken console, danced badly after one. The letter only helped me notice what my heart had already done. Signal fades. The red light still is bright. The final record has not ended. There is still a little time. Say it before the signal fades. Come through the studio door. I have heard your hidden letters. Now let me hear one honest word. Open microphone, open page. One true voice beyond the name. Footsteps cross the control room. Then the door began to move.
I opened up the studio door. The red light faced my eyes. You left the empty chair beside you. I sat without disguise. The microphone was closer than the lighthouse ever seemed. I said I wrote the letters because your voice felt like a dream. You did not turn away. The harbor held its breath. All the harbor lights answered, one by one across the bay. A fishing boat flashed twice. The lighthouse turned our way. All the harbor lights answered, windows waking in the blue. I spoke one honest sentence, then the whole night answered too. I said I love the way you listened before you ever knew my name. I love the coffee by the turntable, the dance and summer rain. You asked what happened after morning, when the station doors would close. I said I do not know the future, but I know where I want to go. You reached toward the microphone, your hand rested beside mine. All the harbor lights answered, one by one across the bay. A fishing boat flashed twice. The lighthouse turned our way. All the harbor lights answered, windows waking in the blue. I spoke one honest sentence, then the whole night answered too. The phone line started ringing, ships called from beyond the pier. An old man said he'd heard the station every summer for 30 years. A child asked us to play the record that it carried through the storm. The station faced its final morning, but no longer felt alone. All the harbor lights answered, now your smile was near and clear. You said stay for song. I said I'll stay right here. Oh, the harbor lights answer, every signal warm and bright. The station did not say forever, but it saved our hearts that night. Turning beacon, ringing line, your open hand beside mine. The final calls kept coming as the storm moved out to sea.
The eastern sky was turning pale, the storm had left the bay. One final record waited for the words we had to say.
I moved the second microphone a little closer to your chair. You read the title softly, I said, let's introduce it together. The clock showed 5 before the hour. The station door stood still. I said the building might go silent, but the story did not have to. You spoke about a city network searching for a midnight show, then asked if I would bring the records. I said, only if you go.
No borrowed name between us,
no studio glass tonight.
the last song before sunrise,
playing while the harbor turned gold.
you spoke the opening sentence, I finished what you told. The last song before sunrise,
Not an ending,
not goodbye.
the station closed behind the music, but our voices carried on.
I promised letters from new places,
I promised every signal clear.
you said you would not hide in writing.
You said you would keep listening near.
The needle found the final groove,
Our hands remained beside the sound.
the last song before sunrise,
Playing while the harbor turned gold.
you spoke the opening sentence, I finished what you told. The last song before sunrise,
Not an ending,
not goodbye. The station closed behind the music,
but our voices carried on.
we could not keep the old white building,
We could keep what happened there,
the midnight letters and the records.
the coffee and the empty chair.
A frequency is only numbers until two voices make it home.
So let the old transmitter rest, we would find another one.
The last song before sunrise,
Now the red light faded low.
we thank the harbor for its listening,
Then whispered,
this is not the close. The last song before sunrise,
the final record turning through.
we left the microphone together
And walked
outside into the blue morning light, one new road beyond the night.
The station clock reached 6 as the needle lifted free.
Autumn lights fill the city studio, the windows face the street. A brand new microphone was waiting, two chairs stood side by side.
I placed the old blue letter beside the opening page. You set a reel of harbor sounds inside the silver machine. The producer counted backward. I watched the meter rise. The lighthouse bell filled the headphones. You looked into my eyes.
No storm was near the tower,
No closing notice on the door.
still my hands began to tremble like the first night by the shore, the new red light appeared.
This time we faced it
Side by side, our voice on a new frequency, traveling farther than before, carrying the midnight letters from the old blue harbor shore. Our voice on a new frequency, no hidden name and no disguise. You began the first new sentence, I answered in the light. I welcomed every distant listener.
I played the record from our dance,
You read a letter from the harbor,
signed by children near the lighthouse.
the city disappeared behind us.
The old sea entered the room.
Our voice on a new frequency, traveling farther than before, carrying the midnight letters from the old blue harbor shore. Our voice on a new frequency, no hidden name and no disguise. You began the first new sentence, I answered in the light.
A building can begin again,
A letter can become a meeting,
a stranger can become a friend.
the harbor had not kept the station, but it gave us what was true. Every ending left an echo, we turned that echo into two.
Our voice on a new frequency,
Now the whole night open wide,
your hand rested near the console.
mine remained beside. Our voice on a new frequency,
From the city to the sea,
we once spoke across the harbor.
now you speak the night with me.
Our voice on a new frequency, every letter finding home.
No lighthouse room was lonely.
When our midnight program came, our voice on a new frequency,
The final week became the start.
the old station lost its signal, but never lost our hearts.
Turn the dial,
Let it play,
Blue Harbor
is not far.